One of the best parts of medical innovations is that they can often help make a big difference in improving someone's quality of life. And that's exactly the case for the technology we're going to talk about today. Jackie's learning about a procedure that's helping bring relief from chronic nasal symptoms.
Hey guys, it's Jackie, and I am here today with Dr. Batra, and we are talking about a form of cryotherapy that's bringing a lot of relief for people who suffer from chronic runny noses. So doctor, tell me a bit about this.
Sure. So as you know, allergic and non-allergic rhinitis are very common conditions. They affect about 60 million Americans. The two symptoms that seem to bother patients the most and what we have the hardest time correcting with medications are the nasal congestion and also the rhinorrhea. The rhinorrhea is a medical term for nasal discharge. So those are the two symptoms that we can really target very effectively with this new device, which is called Clarifix. It's essentially a long probe, and we numb up the nose, and using a telescope to visualize the back of the nose, and we can target a key area where these nerves live that are overactive, cause the congestion and the runny nose, and essentially we're just freezing those nerves so they're not as overactive.
How soon will patients see results after they have the procedure?
It does take a few weeks for the procedure to be effective, to really reach its maximal effect, if you will. And the data has now gone out to a full year showing sustained relief.
And that has to bring a lot of relief to patients who maybe in the past have used sprays or pills. This is quite a different alternative to that.
Absolutely. For the subset of patients that don't respond to all of that, or perhaps don't want to take 4 medications on a daily basis, then this can be an adjunct to try to help improve their symptoms.
Why is this such an important innovation in medicine?
We can actually do it in the office, and it's actually much quicker recovery for our patients. The actual freezing part takes 30 seconds on each side, so it's relatively quick. There's no cutting of tissue, so the risk of nasal bleeding is low, and it's generally been very well tolerated by our patients. Patients can have something done and be back at work perhaps that afternoon or the next day.
The procedure was definitely a win for Carmen Garcia.
Everybody should do this. Anybody who's suffering, because it's like life-changing. It really is. It's life-changing.
Prior to it, Carmen had struggled with nasal symptoms for years.
So what was really frustrating was I had the constant runny nose, always stuffy, always sneezing, always blowing my nose. Couldn't sleep, would wake up I felt like I wasn't breathing, tossing and turning. So it affected everything.
After struggling for so long, she was eager to find relief.
I was so frustrated, so I made an appointment with Dr. Batra. We came up with a plan. He was very clear. He's like, I'm not gonna get rid of your allergies, but it will help with the runny nose and the stuffiness.
We did discuss the idea of surgery, which she's been contemplating for many years.
Dr. Batra performed the procedure and fixed Carmen's deviated septum. Post-surgery, the changes were drastic.
I'm glad I did it. I saw the difference. It's like night and day. I was sleeping better. I wasn't waking up in the middle of the night. I just felt it. I felt like I could breathe. So as long as I continue to do the nasal flushes and take my allergy medication, I'm fine. I blow my nose once or twice a day now.
She hopes her experience will encourage others to ask their doctors about options if they struggle with similar symptoms.
It's helped me. I'm happier. I feel like I'm more active. It really is. It's life-changing. I should have done this a long time ago. I don't know why I waited, but there's something out there that could help.
For more innovations in medicine, just head to our website, livinghealthytv.com.
Do you want more Living Healthy content? Well, check out these videos right here, and then subscribe for more right here.